Good morning, everyone. Hi, it's Kadina here, and I am going to talk to you today about the holidays. And I saw an email on Instagram or a post on Instagram, and from a good friend of mine, and it kind of broke my heart a little bit because she was talking about anxiety, and that is a real thing for a lot of us. A lot of us. And I used to take on way, way too much. And I think many young people do. I think many young parents do. I remember trying to be like Betty Crocker and, Miss Stewart all rolled up into one because my mom was when I grew up. Like, she was amazing at parties, at decorating. Every gift was wrapped with so much care, and she threw very fun, lavish theme parties. I mean, this is back in the 70s when I was like 4, 5, 6. I remember these great parties, and so I took on that role as well, or tried to. But what I didn't realize was my mom was a stay-at-home manager of our home, and or stay-at-home mom, but she was basically the project manager of our home, right? And my father worked, and so I was a single mom, and so I was killing myself trying to emulate what I grew up at and so I remember my mom saying something, we were having a conversation and she was like, well, remember, I also had your dad. Like, when you kids went to bed, he would help or do whatever, but he also brought home the bacon. And I wasn't doing both things. And I thought, yeah, you weren't working 45, 50 hours a week. You were at home, but you weren't on top of being amazing supermom. So this said what it said, and I just loved it. So it was like her Christmas time rules she posted. Don't go into debt trying to show people how much you love them. Amen. I stopped doing that years ago. So figure out your budget now. And if you haven't started saving, start saving now, or start gift buying now throughout your paychecks. I don't know what your financial situation is, but if you don't have a lump sum where you go, this is Christmas money, every year I allot X amount, then make sure to do that. And I totally do that. I don't use any credit card, everything for the last, I would say, 12 to 15 years I've been debt free on Christmas because I don't use Christmas cards. I plan as I buy. I have a drawer that I see super cute things for, like stocking stuffers. I may stash them away or other little gifts. I also really am strategic on what I buy. I also talk to my husband and make sure, now that I'm married, and make sure that he knows, like, are we on the same page for this? So we have a discussion. What are we getting them? What are we getting the kids? So make sure communication, that's where most people have problems in their marriage and their relationships, is over money. So make sure that you're really talking about that and live within your means. There is nothing wrong with living within your means. And it's okay to tell the kids, this is what we've got. This is what we're doing. Would you rather go skiing for the weekend or have new clothes or, whatever? So give them an option. Or what is it that you want? Get a list from them so you have an idea, so they're not so blindsided and disappointed. Try to get them what's on their list. They don't have to get everything on their list. Like, that's not reality for some people, okay? And it really shouldn't be, because it's over the top. But anyway, try to volunteer, by the way. Do something with your kids that has something to do with volunteering. And trust me, they will not want everything on their list. I promise you that, because I've been doing that with my kids for years. So the next one is, do not go home to see family if it damages your mental health. And this is humongous. And this set me free a few years ago. And I know it bothered certain people. I just don't care. I love you. I just don't love where it puts me. Okay? And so I stopped spending the entire weekend with my family and started traditions once I got married with my husband and our family. And we're going to actually sleep in our own home and wake up Christmas morning in our own home. And I know that that upset some people, but it really set us free. It set me free. He didn't go through what I went through for the, previous 20 years of my life, or with my kids, but it wasn't easy, like packing up me, because I was the single mom. I'd go to my brother's house and stay the entire weekend, but it was a lot emotionally and mentally on me and my kids. So I decided it wasn't worth it. So we'll see you on Christmas Eve. We'll have prime rib. We'll have some alcohol and have some drinks. And, if we need to do exchange, great. But we're leaving at 6 o'clock. And I remember the first year, they did not believe me that I was leaving at 6 o'clock. And I left at 6 o'clock because it's a 2-hour drive home. And, I don't think people were happy. But guess what? I woke up happy the next day. I woke up anxiety free. So do that. And then if someone comments on your weight, eat them. I thought that was funny. So here's my other thing. I've struggled with my weight my entire life. And 9 years ago, I lost 95 pounds. And I truly believe that if you're going to eat it, make sure it's really, really good, really, really rich, and something you really, really can't live without, or something that just happens like once a year. It's Christmas, for God's sake. Eat it. Okay. So, but I replied to her because I thought it was a really great idea. And I have adopted these rules, years ago, and I really, really want you guys to do that. So the one thing that's going to unload your stress, and I know this is really long, but make a list. Stick to your list. I know it sounds simple because it is. Make your list. These are the things I want to do this holiday season. It's holiday season, FYI, because I'm decorated for Halloween. So you've got party invites coming in. You get your calendar out and you put it on the calendar. And if you can't accommodate that, or that stresses you out, or you can't get from work to pick up the kids to that party without driving crazy and acting crazy or being on overdrive, take that off the list. You don't have to see every single person this holiday. Here's the other idea. Have a party so they come to you. Just saying. The other thing is I love to bake. So I bake as often as possible. And if it snows, we go for a walk no matter what time of day it is. So take advantage of that snow. I'm telling you, it is magic. So bundle up, grab your dogs, go for a walk. I don't care if you only walk around the block. Go for a walk and enjoy that snow, because in Washington, in Western Washington, we don't get it that often. So I have literally woken my kids up at 2 o'clock in the morning to go for a walk around the block with our dogs, and then made hot cocoa, because it is that magical. I'm not kidding. It is that magical. And to this day, I know that it means so much to them. So do that, but make your list. Start figuring things out. Get your menus going now, you guys. I'm not kidding. That will unload your life so much if you have your shopping lists in hand. The other thing is, I am not a fan of grocery shopping online. I'm not. I think it's lazy. That's my opinion. However, with that being said, watch my whole video. I do have some friends with anxiety and that have some health issues. And so they do their shopping online, and that works for them. This is the only time, if you don't have health issues and you're not super, super sick, that I would say it's okay to shop online. Okay? That's just me. I'm opinionated. You can say what you want. But, because I really think you should get out of your car and walk into the store and do some exercise. But that's me. But this is the only time because it is chaotic, and your kids still have their sports and their ballet and everything else, and you're running around like a chicken with your head cut off. So this is the only time that I say it's okay that Amazon drops off your groceries or Safeway or whatever, because it will make your life, if that's gonna send you over the edge going to the store, then do it. And then here's the other thing. You're prepared. You made your list. You're prepared. If you guys still want my Thanksgiving shopping list, I'm more than happy to send it to you. But that's just my tips for you. I know I'm running super, super long, but I really just wanted to talk about the anxiety with the holidays, because holidays are not supposed to cause you anxiety. They didn't 100 years ago. Things have changed and our lives have become busier, and I want you to steal every moment you can with your family and actually enjoy and be with the ones that you truly, truly love. I hope you have health and happiness and prosperity this holiday season. But I adopted years ago, live in your reality, okay? And here's the other thing. Okay, go on Pinterest. It is like my best friend, and you do not have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars to decorate your home. You just don't, okay? There are so many great tips and tricks that you can do. Look, this is paper. Paper. So not Christmas, but it's paper, and a ream of paper is $15. So anyway, so I just wanted to share that with you because, like I said, it did kind of give me a little sadness, and it also put me back in a place where I used to be. And put on as many sappy movies and put on your favorite. I love listening to like Dean Martin during the holidays and things like that. I'm kind of an old crooner at heart, but so do what you've got to do to survive this holiday season. Put the kids to bed and have a glass of wine. Or my favorite, have a hot B-52, because that's fabulous. So anyway, I love you guys. Have a great day. I know long-winded today, but I really wanted to cover some ground. And I hate to break it to you, but you're right. My friend is right. It is holiday season right now. And if you're going to make it through this holiday season successfully, I would encourage you to start your plan now. Make your plans, who you're going to see, when you're going to see them, what days you're going to bake. And then here's the other part of that. If you're still watching, I hope you are. But if on Friday at 5 p.m. you don't make it to X, or you're not baking, or whatever's scheduled, it's okay. Give yourself grace. You didn't make it. It didn't work out. It's not the end of the world. Adjust. Adjust, okay? But those big things that you're going to do, like if you're having your annual, Yule log, or your annual gingerbread decorating party, that's what you focus on, okay? The little stuff comes and goes. Be flexible. It's not the end of the world. Don't beat yourself up, but don't hang out with people that put you in a bad space. It's not worth it. It's not worth it for them to have the win, okay? It's just not. Anyway, I think that's it. Thanks so much. Bye.